to this race of Ginkgarbor versus RhoThanos.
Yeah. Yeah, I am Diamantos, and I am known for... I'm known for speedrunning Super Mario Galaxy 1, and I think I will make a good job for SMG2. I think that's... I think I can commentate very well because I also know the know SMG2 very well. But we'll see how it will go.
Yeah. So it's first time for us both actually. So
True.
But I guess we can handle this.
Also true. I am.
It should be possible.
To be honest, I'm a little bit nervous, but as long as I have a little indicator of how the run is, I can always talk a little bit, of course.
Okay, now both are going to start.
Okay. Yeah, good luck to both volunteer participants, of course. Both will do a great job. I'm actually really hyped for this race. I heard about it like a few weeks ago, I think, and I always knew that this would be maybe my highlight race, and now I'm actually commentating it, which is really fun.
Now we are at the intro sequence. Everything is self-explanatory at this point.
Yeah, everything is just the intro cutscene contains a book where everything is just scrolling through. This is a bit different in Super Mario Galaxy 1. The intro is way longer, but they shortened it, or Nintendo shortened it, to make it a little bit more structured. And we already see the first movement when we get on a slope and jump on a few frames when we land. I actually don't know how many frames it exactly is. We can already get huge momentum, which carries Mario to immediately very far to the right.
And I guess the story is also explaining itself.
This is just Bowser's flying away, taking Peach. He just wants to build an empire. It's always the same story. We should know the Super Mario stories by now.
True.
It's really self-explanatory. Okay. And after this cutscene, we will already see the real, or the first really big movement, because this is the first level called Sky Station 1. Can you explain the story? I don't know it. You should look it up yourself, Benny. I mean, to be fair, if it would be in Japanese, this would be way harder to understand, but we don't have a Japanese version here.
Now they are doing the first skip. Else they would have to walk around the island, but when they're jumping on there, they can just skip the first sequence.
And what RhoThanos did here is he changed the camera, because there will be moving platforms by almost the end of the level. You will see it in a bit. And this affects these cycles. They are moving a bit later now, or not later, but it will look like they are later, because you have to know that things working off screen, they are not advancing. And yeah, we already see the little planets, and backflipping is really hard on them. This is the planet I'm talking about if you're looking at RhoThanos.
So, and they also have to collect the comet medals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could collect comet medals to do comets. Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
That's very unfortunate for Ginkgarbor.
Yeah. Just mistimed it. Now I think he's
Yeah.
going to do it the safer way. Which is a
Yeah,
little
he
bit
did
better
it.
for him, I guess.
Yeah, he did the safer way, which is also fine. Not a big deal. He can catch up, I think. And even though he still does a great job. And also RhoThanos did a slight mistake, because if you backflip or long jump onto Dino Piranha and just ground pound, you can break his egg completely. Otherwise, you would just it would just break one part of it. But now you'll see it breaks completely, and Dino Piranha is dead, I guess.
And also with Starbits you can slow down his movement.
Exactly. And we collected the first star.
Yeah,
Also,
Ginkgo is
RhoThanos is,
a little bit behind because
but not
of
too
his
far.
death.
It's not too far.
But we'll see how this will develop.
Of course. And now we're seeing Lubba speaking nonsense that we don't want to know. We skip through all of it. By holding A, you can skip the text a little bit faster. Otherwise, it would just go really slowly, and you have to time your A presses after the text box is over.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing the game normally, you just read through everything, but...
Sure, but we don't want to read it. We're not interested in the story. We're interested in beating this very, very, very fast. Starship Mario appears, blah blah blah. I think we don't have to analyze everything now.
Yeah, what I should mention is that they are playing the category, not the category exactly, but the Bank Toad rule set, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
So they can transfer their star bits between saves.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there are these hungry Lumas, which you'll need to feed with star bits, and they are not collecting the star bits.
You don't want to collect star bits because it gives an extra text box after the level.
Yeah, which if you don't collect any, you'll save about 0.8 seconds.
Yeah.
Because the text box will not appear, simply.
Yeah, and now we're getting to Sky Station 2, which is all about collecting keys and switching flip switches, killing this piranha plant. It's a lot of variety in that level.
So we can see both are doing something else. Because Ginkgarbor is firstly going to the Bank Toad. Oh no, he isn't. I'm stupid.
Yeah, never mind. So, yeah, you can just long jump around this planet. If you look at Ginkgarbor now, yeah, he just long jumps around it, and normally you would go on the planet. Yeah, we don't want to do that. And RhoThanos is going for a very specific cycle, or it's known as the fastest cycle possible here. And you just enter the launch star faster because the moving platforms can be really tricky to get if you do a movement mistake. And as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of variety in that level. You can see the flip switches, and once again, the platform cycles. Ginkgarbor had a different cycle than RhoThanos. Everything is always a bit different. And that was also almost already it with Sky Station 2. You can see that in the later part of the run, the levels are not that slow, but the reason why this game is really, or the category is really long, is because of a lot of downtime, text boxes and explanations and whatever. Ginkgarbor is also already at almost the end of the level.
Smashing that
Collect-
piranha plant. Oh
Yeah,
no.
sure. Oh. The next level is already one of the trickiest stars, and it will not follow better after. Yoshi Star 2 is also a Yoshi Star 1 and 2 are both really tricky levels, and you will shortly see in a bit why. I will not explain anything yet. You will just look at it, and I will explain after.
Yeah, that's the first time we're seeing Yoshi now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yoshi is a topic for itself, actually.
Yeah, Yoshi is, I would say, the main. It's a core of this speedrun, and
You'll see why, basically. So, there he is.
and what RhoThanos is just doing now, he grabs him. He wants to do a side flip, and what is he doing? Yeah, he is side flipping and Yoshi fluttering. That is a already. It got already, well, it was already found at day 1. It's called Yoshi fluttering. If you can, how do you say this? You can interrupt. You can interrupt.
When you're fluttering and crouching, you're resetting the flutter time of Yoshi, which will give you an infinite amount of flutter time, basically.
Because you interrupt the crouch animation, which should not be happening. But because of doing it, it will you're able to just do another crouch animation, and you can do that forever.
So now we can see Ginkgarbor going a bit longer route, actually, because
But
he's not feeling that confident.
Yeah,
with
which is
just
fine.
fluttering over there. But
It's just fine.
isn't that big of a time loss, actually. I think like 1 or 2 seconds, what he told me.
Yeah.
And a fun fact which we can also say is that the backwards momentum in this game is much more than the forward momentum.
Yeah, backwards momentum is really, really strong in this game. And also, what you can see in Ginkgarbor stream, sideways momentum is also really OP, or it's the main usage of, with Yoshi at least. It's almost side momentum. And Yoshi will keep that momentum until he reaches like 10 seconds, because after 10 seconds, for some reason, Yoshi loses all speed and you can't flutter with all speed anymore. I actually don't know why that happens, but yeah, it's just happening.
Huh? Okay, so how Bane explains it, you can cancel mid-flutter with Z and then start another flutter. Then you can do it again, you cancel in the middle of that flutter and repeat. If you side flip, you get more height, and you will lose all momentum very quickly when doing straight forward.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
You lose momentum forward because if you hold into a direction that is Yoshi is facing you, that's really bad. And what you just saw, we didn't even mention it. RhoThanos just skipped the complete level, the whole level of Yoshi Star 2 by
till the
just
boss
fluttering.
fight.
to the boss immediately. And this boss is also doesn't have a lot of strats. You can just flutter and you can collect 2 spinies at once, or you can shoot the one and collect the second spiny as fast as possible, because they will disappear if you hit the boss. But that's just a tiny little strat. And RhoThanos,
No.
like Ginkgarbor will try the same.
Yeah.
I'm mixing up the names, I'm sorry.
So we can observe
And-
Ginkgarbor doing the same boss fight.
And also Ginkgarbor did it very, very well. He got the flower immediately. Didn't die, which is very fortunate. You can see the run doesn't start very easy, because Yoshi fluttering is something that can be really, really bad. And
Dude, what? Oh no.
This is actually really, really...
That's the second time now.
Oh, yeah, and because he didn't grab the flag now, he will start in the beginning, which is really unfortunate. You can see that there's a lot of things we don't do because it simply just saves time, but if you die or something, it can lose a lot of time, basically a minute or 2, depending on how far you are into the level and which flagpoles you didn't collect. RhoThanos is just triple jumping up. Normally you would get the drill, and I don't know, you just skip all of that. Also here the command medal is very important to unlock very fast stars later on, but we will not see it until World 2, I think? World 3, sorry. Yeah, Ginkgarbor is going for safer strats now, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, as I mentioned, the run doesn't start very easy, because Yoshi fluttering can cost you a lot of time. If you drop one Yoshi flutter, you're basically dead because you're falling into the void, which is not the plan. And so you want to be as consistent as possible on this. Also a nice tiny skip from RhoThanos, just going into first person, shooting Toad with starbits to interrupt what he will say. Or his text boxes. They will save a little bit of time, depending on how good you are at aiming. Also Ginkgarbor done with Yoshi Star too. Very unfortunate what happened to him, but he will obviously do his best. The run is not lost, of course. And this boss is heavily based on RNG, because it is RNG if he jumps left or right after he spawns all of the other yellow enemies, and depending on where he jumps, he will kill one enemy, and that interrupts one, or that will give him an extra cycle of spawning new enemies that you don't want. So that is a 50-50 chance of either getting good RNG or bad RNG, and it can save a little bit of time. I didn't really pay attention to if he got good RNG actually. Yeah, as you see, Lubba is talking again, something we don't want to listen to. I don't even know what he's saying. I think he's talking about teleporting point and new animals, or what am I saying? New...
Isn't it a she? Or isn't her
You-
she?
Yeah, I think so. I actually don't know. I forgot about it already. We just call it they them. That
Yeah.
makes it way easier.
True. Last time I've played this game is like many years ago.
Yeah. Upcoming is Right Side Down, which has, in my opinion at least, a very good and very cool movement to look at. Starting off with a very nice backflip into the flower. Ginkgarbor on phase number
Doing
2.
the boss fight currently. What we can see at RhoThanos is there are switches which will flip the gravity, but instead of using it, they'll just jump over the course till the checkpoint.
We don't really use that. We also don't want to use that. It's slow. Everything that you see is fast, basically. And most of these strats are just used anyways. So yeah. And also another thing that you can do with Fire Flower is interrupting the gravity is already yeah.
That's true.
You can interrupt the fireball cooldown, or there is a cooldown after you use the fireball, and you can basically just interrupt it by crouching and shake all the time, and you will just spin a lot of fireballs out of Mori's hand. Also, Ginkgarbor done with spin deck 1 coming up for him. Right side down 1-2. For RhoThanos, he will do right side down secret now, which is just doing the same beginning movement, but then having a lot of boxes that you have to break with Fire Mario.
Now we can observe Ginkgarbor going to the same galaxy for the first time.
Sure. Just
So
entering the
now we
pipe
have
like
Fire
this.
Mario. Fireflower Mario. I can't talk.
Epic. Oh, and by the way, that triple jump that Ginkgarbor will do in a bit too, almost at the end of the level, is actually intended, because on every 4 sides of the edge there are 4 1-ups. So you can try that yourself and you will see that it was intended. There was intentionally no barrier, and that was kinda fast from RhoThanos, I guess. And next will be Fluffy Bluff. Oh yeah, and also if you collect coins, that will also give an extra notification that you got coins. And each coin more and star bit more, you lose 1 frame, basically, because it all adds up. In Galaxy 1, if you get another coin, it doesn't matter. If you get 1 coin, you just get a notification for it, but you will lose that time. But in Galaxy 2, for each coin, you will lose more time, basically.
So what we can see Ginkgarbor did is basically skipping the half of the level.
Yeah, it's like you can skip all these throw cycles, you just don't care. And it was actually intended, which is pretty cool. Now, coming up, Fluffy Bluff 1, which... Fluffy Bluff Secret, actually. Or? I don't know the route, oops.
There is actually the next thing with the flower item. Basically, when you're creating a flower and jumping at the same time, you'll get a little bit of jump momentum.
Yeah, It's because you preserve.
As seen at RhoThanos currently.
You will see it better now. He just spins and then does a long jump. And if you time it correctly, you will preserve a lot of momentum from the spin, because when you're spinning, you are in a jump state basically, and before landing again, you can preserve a lot of momentum and carry it all through. Yeah, I know, right, Keegan? And it's also very nice if you then see that you get the 1-up. You will get a treasure for, I guess. Oh, you got a 1-up. Nice. So that means that a skip was intended. Cool. Yo. And as you saw again, Laba was talking again. And this will happen very often.
Yeah, but you can just skip them while pressing A.
All of that is just being skipped. Coming up right side down for RhoThanos, it's all about collecting coins. 100 coins are being collected to feed a hungry Luma, and you can get another planet that hides another star. This cycle for these coins are actually a little bit tight, but if you're doing the right movement, you should be able to get all of it pretty well. You don't need the 4 coins in the middle. You just go into the pipe and collect the rest.
So now we can see.
Yeah.
Now we can see the withdrawal process of Ginkgarbor, which I've talked about earlier. Almost 25 minutes earlier.
Yeah. You need 4,800 star bits for the run. And you would just get it all at once. Ginkgarbor just does it earlier. The intended star is at honey before honey bloom, because this is the first Luma that has to be feed.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and now you will just see RhoThanos backflipping and wall jumping all the time from this tower. This is basically a fast tower climbing process, and just collects the star. It looks pretty easy, but if you would play this game a little bit longer, you would notice that it is not that easy. And if you go a little bit further into the detail, you will notice that it's taking a little bit more time for the landing, because after pressing shake from a cloud, you can press Z to land on it immediately, and you can stay there and do a backflip again. Otherwise, you will have a little bit of momentum conserved, which you don't want. The next level is Fiery Flotilla, and it's all about the actually hardest boss in the whole game already. At least for the speedrun, it's also very technical, because you have to walk in a specific path and you do a lot of really nice movement. Here you basically just skip all of the gate. You just long jump here, and what RhoThanos will do is just skipping literally everything to get to the planet, because the gravity of it is really big. You will notice some gravity skips in a bit too, in a bit of time. But now Ginkgarbor has finished Fluffy Buff Secret.
So we're at this boss fight now. The objective here is to splash his 6 strings, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And you just do it as fast as possible. If you remember this boss, it can be really, really hard in hitting all of it, or waiting for until the boss just sets up himself, I guess.
He's biting
But
himself through the ground.
Yeah, but you don't even see it, as if you look close to it. Oh yeah, and the reason why Ginkgarbor went to the cloud again is because he needs 2 cloud for the skip, otherwise he can still make it, I think? I'm actually not sure about that. But it is way harder. Yeah, I think it's possible with 1, but really, really hard. And you also saw the backward, the backflip momentum, which was like a lot higher than a normal backflip, because momentum with Cloud Mario is also really good. RhoThanos finishing World 1 now, and World 2 will also be pretty interesting for a lot of nice skips. So the first level we will see is Puzzle Plank, and just out of this speedrun, just listen to the music, look at the level. It has also really, really great movement, a really great, really great music, and a really great theme in general. Ginkgarbor also heading to Fire Flotilla now, and about to finish World 1. Maybe I could mention already frame perfect jumps. Frame perfect jumps can happen in the beginning of a level if you press the first frame on the landing animation, or it's actually a little bit earlier, but when you do it correctly, you just jump out of the complete landing animation that you get if you land in a on a galaxy's planet, or the first galaxy's planet. I can maybe show it.
That was close for RhoThanos, actually.
Yeah, that was really close.
But I mean, he has such a, how is it called?
Yeah.
Ginkgarbor is much more behind, so.
Oh yeah, he has a lot of leeway. That is what you mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
right, lead, thank you.
Lead or leeway. It's actually hard to speak English.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god. Just pointing that out. Yeah, this level is just skipping everything too. This boss is not really a boss, this is actually just a joke. You just jump onto it twice, collect the star, that's all. And this would be the normal way for Gobblegut. This is how the boss is called. Until he just eats himself through the planet. No, he doesn't eat himself. What am I saying? He just eats through the planet. I was thinking a little bit German. Sorry for that. In German it would make sense, but not in English. Definitely not in English. Okay.
You'll need to adapt and overcome, actually.
Yeah. Okay, and Ginkgarbor also finished World 1. Pretty nice.
And got the Grand Star.
Not bad. Upcoming is Hightail Falls 1. And this is also a pretty interesting star. We use Yoshi once again. But we just run through the whole level by using the
Pepper. Yeah.
by the dash pepper, it's called.
Yeah,
And
that's true. So if
then-
Yoshi eats this pepper, he'll just get really, really fast. And you can actually just control him to left or right. And
Yeah,
also jump, but he won't stop.
yeah, exactly. He won't stop until the animation is over. We will also see one Yoshi flutter and another really nice technique here in the end of the level, but that's only upcoming in the second part. World 5 and 6 has a lot of really, really crazy stuff in it, to be fair. And I don't know if both participants will show it off, but
Now we can see the next Yoshi flutter.
But in general, we just don't do a lot of World 5 because they're really short level like Slip Sand. Or a lot of long galaxies. I mean, like Slip Sand is a really, really long galaxy.
So here we saw a great skip. By jumping off Yoshi with that momentum. Yeah, basically yeeting off.
It's called the Yeet. Yoshi is basically a Yeet mobile, but we'll see a lot of one more Yeet mobile later on, which will also be pretty interesting. Yeah, Slip Sand is pretty cool actually, but I only like the music to be fair. But the background is really iconic. Anyways, that's right. Keegan. Yichi. Yeah, that's a good text. That's really good. Ginkgarbor about to triple jump up there, so yeah. For RhoThanos upcoming is Cosmic Cope 1, but we include something more, which is collecting coins for the secret level in before to already activate the launch store because it's a little bit faster later on. If he goes to Cosmic Cove Secret, which will be the next star actually. Yeah, and also no Fleet Glide, and I don't know which levels are also excluded. Blue Moon 2. Yeah, a lot of levels are actually excluded from this. You see RhoThanos collecting all these coins. You need 15 for the Hungry Luma. And by shooting these, I actually don't know what these enemies are. I don't know the name. You can get coins from them, which is a little bit faster if you shoot them. There are good levels in any percent, I guess. But that's a different debate we don't have to discuss about today. Flip Swap is also coming up in like a bit of time, or it's also in the run, and this is also the level where we can see another Yeetmobile. Okay, Keegan. Okay, I see how it is going. Yeah, and as I mentioned, we don't do the secret star yet, but we'll do the first level, just wall jumping on to this, I don't know what it's supposed to be.
Frozen
waterfall.
ice. Frozen waterfall.
Yeah, frozen waterfall. Icefall.
It was a
Yeah.
waterfall, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a waterfall, now it is an icefall.
But the ice is not falling.
Flip Out is also a really good galaxy. Yeah, I admit that. It's really iconic. Okay. Yeah. So Ginkgarbor is also in High Tile Falls 1, and you can also see him doing the Yoshi Flutter, I think. I think he's going for this. Take his accent. Okay. I don't think I have that much of an accent, but sometimes I don't really concentrate on doing it. I concentrate on the run more. Yeah, and also RhoThanos is now withdrawing all these star bits onto the Mario file because he needs them now for Honeybloom. And Honeybloom is not a particularly easy stage, to be honest. Oh no, he's doing Cosmic Cove S first. But Honeybloom is not a particularly easy stage because it covers a lot of cloud jumps. Not what we talked about earlier, but literally jumping on and off from clouds, which is not a lot of frames. It's actually based on frames, so this might be tricky. You just saw Ginkgarbor doing the flutter too, getting the comet medal because it matters. Oh, I
And
should
yeeting
also mention
himself.
yeeting himself. Yeah, I should mention that we didn't collect this the coin in Fluffy Bluff. I think it's like really far away and loses a lot of time. We get a little bit, a tiny amount of star bits here to stop the bunny, and after that he will just walk into Mario's arms. You just see he just walks into Mario's arms, and we can just get the star immediately without even freezing the ice. Also Ginkgarbor on Cosmic Cove 1 now. Yeah, I mean, it's not important for to have an accent anyways, as long as you understand people. Okay, I think now we are getting to Honeybloom. I don't know the exact route, to be honest, but I think this is what we're doing now. Yeah,
Okay, now
we
he's going
just
to feed the Luma.
exactly. Yeah, Honeybloom S first because, or Secret first because it matters for the cycles of the enemies. And yeah, this is the reason why we do Honeybloom Secret first. Also, cutscenes already matter for the cycles of enemies or platforms or whatever, because they will advance on there already. They might not advance if you enter a level, but on a specific radius. If you are a little bit further into the level, you will notice it maybe. If you look at RhoThanos' screen, you can already see that there are these enemies and they're already advancing. And
there we
Honeybloom,
can see the next power up.
yeah, but Honeybloom's secret is actually the shortest level. You just see RhoThanos going up there, wall jumping, and done. That was the level. I know it's not. It's a really short level, and this is why it's included in 80%. Also, Ginkgarbor does the same procedure as RhoThanos and most other runners, getting 15 coins, feeding the Luma, and doing Cosmic Code 1 first though. Upcoming for RhoThanos is Honeybloom 1, and as I mentioned earlier, this is not an easy star because of cloud jumps and flower jumps if you fail cloud jumps. And yeah, we can see the next item or the next power up. But this skip is also called B-less, which you can see in a bit, because we don't get the B earlier, in the level, but we get it a little bit later. So this is why this skip is called B-list.
So
there are multiple B-lists.
we can see him not collecting the power up because there is a time frame between jumping on the flowers and how's it called, on the clouds,
Yeah, we'll
where
see
you
it
can
now.
stand on them without power up. As
Yeah.
B Mario, you can stand on them, I think, infinitely. But
Yeah.
that's not the case without the power up. So
Oh, and Ginkgarbor just entered Cosmic Cove 2, which is really, which can really cost a lot of time, because if you, out of muscle memory, just press A or just point off the screen and just press A, it will automatically select the next level, but you have to intentionally get and point at the level at Cosmic Cove 1. Yeah, RhoThanos just skipped all of the B, but he will get it right now. But B
Huh?
was
what just
was
happened?
used.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a little bit sad, obviously, but it happens.
So I'm a little bit confused now. Is Ginkgarbor doing another star?
No, he's doing the correct order. He just entered Cosmic Cove 2, which was the wrong level, and he just had to exit it.
Giving him a little bit of time loss, but
yeah, that's fine. He will still do a great job, of course. And now, one of these levels I actually consider one of my most favorites, Lava Lair. It has a really great movement, really cool skips, and this will also apply to all of the other Bowser or Bowser Jr. levels. They will basically all skip a lot.
wait, I have to restart the stream.
Oh, okay. So, normally in this level you would have to kill the mini Magi Koopa, but you just skip him and get into the gravity of this planet. Here you just do a triple jump, get onto this planet. It's all basically skipping a lot of this level, or at least tiny parts of the level. It is not like a very big time save, but it's still saving a bit of time. If you do fluid movement, it looks really great. And here we'll also see angular wall jumps. If you hold a specific direction that is maybe, we say 45 degrees from the actual wall, and then wall jump from it on the or as early as possible. I don't know how many frames it is. You can just you can just jump from the angle back you face the wall at, depending on how your spin is set. If your spin is set in even a further angle, you will also get a way sharper angle. And here we'll see another lava boost, I guess, where you can just long jump over the statues and skip the snake platforms. And this was already the level, but we are obviously coming up to the boss fight.
So now the gate is open, and RhoThanos is just jumping into it.
Yeah. A lot of deaths happened here already because people did the triple jump too early, and just fell down, which is really, really sad if you didn't collect any flagpole. But that happens, obviously. Yeah, and now we have the boss fight of Bowser. It's not really interesting, but basically he just throws these ball meteors, and you just punch him or ground pound onto these meteors and punch him. But if you miss one hit, it can cost from 15 to 20 seconds, depending on the situation. Yeah. Did that intentionally, obviously. Yeah, of course you did that. Yeah, the last race was a bit unfortunate for Keegan. What I mentioned about the triple jump happened to him last race, which was really sad because it was the last level, Galaxy Generator, almost at the end. But as I said, it can happen if you set the triple jump just a little bit too early, but that shouldn't be too bad if you got flagpoles, obviously. If not, then you have to do a lot of things. And this was already the fight. As I said, you don't have to say a lot about this fight. There are coming up a little bit more strats for the fight in the further gameplay or in the next Bowser Castles. But this was just pretty uninteresting. Uninteresting. Not interesting. Okay, sorry. But RhoThanos is done with World 2 now. Getting to World 3. World 3 is obviously also very interesting. All worlds are really, really interesting.
Game is really, really interesting. Of
Yep,
course.
that's true. Yeah, and Ginkgarbor is also about to enter the next level, which is the level there.
It's the boss fight,
And
actually.
and finishing. Yeah. Am I just dumb? Oops. Not all worlds. Okay, sorry. Yeah, World S is obviously not containing containing it because you just get World S after you finish the any percent progression of this game, which is obviously Keegan's field. But whatever. Yeah, I see. No, I'm never making fun of you, Keegan. So yeah, Cloudy Court is coming up, which is also just cloud jumping. You just skip a lot of this level. But these two cloud jumps can be a little bit tricky, because if you miss the angle and the momentum, because it's very, very tight for the cloud jump momentum, you can basically die very fast, but RhoThanos did solve it pretty well here.
Oh no, Ginkgarbor missed the angle.
Yeah.
You can see his emotions just by the cursor.
Yeah, that is actually true. Yeah, this can happen if you don't get on the statues, and that can cost a lot of time.
Currently,
And Ginkgarbor,
RhoThanos has the lead.
frame perfect cloud. Yeah, that was really, really strange, right? Yeah, Ginkgarbor about
A
to do
little
the
bit
easier
struggling,
version.
to be honest.
Yeah, he's a little bit struggling, but he just does the easier version of that skip. But he can't get it, sadly. I think he will just go for the easier version of this, maybe? I don't know yet. Oh, okay, he doesn't. He tries to align himself very well because the skip is very hard with 2 health. With 3 health, I mean, if you can take 2 hits. Yeah, and this level is already over before I'm even, like, RhoThanos is already in the next level before I was even talking about it. we can talk about it if Ginkgarbor is again. Yeah, Freezy Flake has a really, really tight cycle with the Fire Flower. If you can carry it up to the Comet Medal, you basically already won 15 seconds because of that. So he tries to just get the next Fire Flower and carries it up to the carries it up to the Comet Medal. Oh wait, he is doing Freezy Flake S first. Okay, then never mind. He will do it in the next level then. Ginkgarbor currently entering the boss fight. Yeah, you can guess what RhoThanos will get, and on points. You will need like 500 points for this level, and you can guess what you will get. Maybe you are correct, but I can tell you that you will absolutely nothing except that I will applause. Keeper. So get your guesses ready, I guess. Haha, funny. Or not. Yeah, this level is also not pretty interesting except doing this movement. The beginning part of like these green and like this how these things are set up, like I don't know how they are called, these slimes or whatever they are. Their setting up is RNG, or they set up as RNG, but after you know where the first one is, you can already know or predict the other ones. But the first one is RNG, or the cycle in general is RNG. And now Thanos will do Freeze Deflect 1. It doesn't do a difference. It's just by preference, but it's obviously way better to do Secret first because it's more comfortable. If you do 1 first, you have to point at the screen after for the secret level again, but if you do the secret first, you don't have to point at the level and just press A for the level selection. It's just by comfortability.
So now RhoThanos has to be fast because of the Fireflower power-up running out.
Yeah.
So he at least got the Comet Medal.
Yeah, this is pretty good. He just gets the Comet Medal, and now you will on the right side. Yeah, on the right side you will see that you will get
free the pipe.
Yeah.
And has to destroy the browser in front. The browser, yeah, right. Browser in front of him.
Yeah. And if he gets that correctly, he'll also save a lot of time with this
Yeah, you
cycle,
could
but he
do this with one go, but oh,
didn't get it now.
RhoThanos
Sadly.
having a little bit of difficulties.
Oh, yeah, this doesn't look really good. Let's just hope he will get through it without dying. This is a little
But he
Monka-esque
just
moment right there.
recovered.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't get the checkpoint either. That's true. Yeah, just really, really congrats that you solved this pretty well, RhoThanos. That was really, really, yeah. That was a really Monka-esque moment. Okay, also, Ginkgarbor about to get to World 3. Entering the next level, Cloudy Code
And
1.
there is Luigi.
Yeah, Luigi, but we will not use him in this run. In the other categories, you can use Luigi though. I mean, in my opinion, the other categories are better anyways, but don't tell anybody, okay? No, I'm just
Okay.
joking. I like.
We are 1 hour into the race now.
Yeah, we are on 1 hour into the race, and we have like 2.5 more to go. Just from assuming. Okay, Boo Moon is also a cycle-based level, or Boo Moon. Yeah, Boo Moon 1 is a cycle-based level, and changing the camera in the beginning makes the cycle better if you get the movement correctly. And we will also here see Yoshi fluttering in a bit. Oh, I already spoiled you, but I guess that's what I should do. And for Ginkgarbor, what I wanted to mention here is that this next planet, or this next, I don't know how it's called, it's like a mechanism or something. This opening and closing, you can make a fast cycle because of that. RhoThanos didn't get it, and Ginkgarbor doesn't get it either, but you can get everything in one goal, and you just see RhoThanos just yeeting all over this place without even using the yellow berry. That was it already. Okay, and next level upcoming is Haunty Halls 2, also considered as long jump simulator. We also have long jump simulator in Super Mario Galaxy 1, which would be Sweet Sweet. This is the equivalent, but way cooler, to be honest. Alone the first movement is pretty nice, and it's not even that easy. Thinking that this game is only long jumping might be sometimes true. Oh, that was actually really close. But it's not necessarily that it's only long jumping, because there is a lot of analyzing through this complete
Level set, you
movement.
mean?
No, I meant movement. Like, movement can be analyzed really heavily here. Like, not now, but there's a lot of movement that you can analyze. Long jumping after landing takes, or if you long jump, no, how do I put it? There is a specific frame set portion, whatever, where you can where it's better to long jump from, because you don't slide and don't lose all of your momentum and speed. Because a crouching means that you will de-accelerate or decelerate, and that is not what you want. So you want to keep all your speed and momentum. So let's see who
Will
is right in
Ginkgarbor pull
guessing
it
now.
off? Yes, he did.
Nice.
And he got 610. 10. Can't speak. Umbra won. Congratulations.
Umbra, I will just do this here. Okay.
Your reward is nothing.
Nothing. You won absolutely nothing. Upcoming is Beat Block 1, which is also a cycle-based level. Who guessed it? Another cycle-based level.
I guess he's just watching the stream, so... He's a
I
cheater.
guess so too. Yeah, I guess so too. That might be true, that might be true. Oh, that was like the perfect... That was like absolutely perfect, synchronized. Even though it wasn't the same levels Ginkgarbor and RhoThanos are in.
Yeah,
But
true.
it was still really nice to look at. You can read through the rules of the tournament if you join the Super Mario Galaxy Discord, and then you have resources. There's a lot. Oh yeah. Is that even the... Is there a challenge? Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
never
a
mind.
challenge actually.
I didn't even see that command, so... Bruh. Super Mario Galaxy 2, yeah, true. Ginkgarbor also got the fast movement here. The question is if he will get the fast second Fire Flower movement now. If he gets it, he just skips one entire cycle of the Fireball. This looks good, I am... oh... I think this should be...
We can't
okay.
hear the rhythm. He did it. He pulled it off.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. So yeah, this is the result if you do it with one single cycle or with 2 cycles of Fireball. No, actually 3. Yeah. And now you see like a lot of comments spawning already. I forgot to mention that that getting these comment medals will get you some comments that are really, really, really fast actually. And we will get to Flip Swap now, which is the Yeetmobile 2, I would say, but it's a better Yeetmobile, not gonna lie. Also feeding the Hungry Luma here to unlock the level. And we're backflipping beforehand, so we'll just land on the platform or of the control panel a little bit earlier, because it just doesn't lose time and it saves time. And Ginkgarbor changing the camera too. It should save a little bit of time or a little bit for the cycle. And what RhoThanos is doing now will be really interesting. He will spin or shake and just jump from one of these platforms. And this happens because he gets a lot of momentum preserved or conserved for... oh, he just died. That's pretty sad actually. Yeah, he tried to adjust his angle to get this long jump down, but you see that there is no actual long jump happening, except the long jump animation can be triggered by just jumping or letting or falling onto this panel, or these panels, I guess. And he just does that a few times now. And he also does a spin cancel long jump, which is that if you just spin and long jump immediately after, you can just cancel the spin animation and just long jump already.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll come back. And this was Yeetmobile 2, and we will see Yeetmobile 3 in another bit, because there is another Yeetmobile. I mean, it's the same Yeetmobile because it's Yoshi, but that is also upcoming in... I actually don't know when. Yeah, as I said, I don't know the route exactly. But what we're doing now is just going through a lot of comets and then going into World 3 again to finish it off there. Almost synced star
Yeah.
selection again.
I've also wanted to point it out.
Okay, so this star is really, really tricky. Because, yeah, I can't speak.
You are Star Mario. Is he called like that? I don't know.
I also don't know.
Yeah, RhoThanos is
so-
like really far ahead.
So what you want to do here is that you want to keep all the speed that you get from Star Mario, or
Yeah, Rainbow
I don't know.
Mario. That's the word I'm searching for, thank you.
Yeah, Rainbow Mario. And you just want to be at full speed all the time, because if you lose all your speed, you don't get that animation and it takes long to accelerate again. But RhoThanos did that really well here too. He just one time deaccelerated by a bit, but that's not too bad.
Oh no! Ginkgarbor was
Huh?
really unlucky there.
Oh yeah, that's really sad.
At least it was at the checkpoint, but...
Yeah, it's not a bad death. That can happen.
really
Sometimes you just...
unfortunate.
Yeah, sometimes you just fall through the floor, which is not... Yeah, this can happen. You can also
it
just get
shouldn't.
hit. You can also just get hit by these enemies, which is sometimes also pretty bad because you just fall into the death immediately.
The carpet-eating monsters.
Yeah, Sky Station Comet is also just basically redoing Sky Station 1, but without getting the Comet Medal, because there is none. But this time we get under pressure, and just listen to the music. I absolutely love it. We are not able to listen to that music very often, sadly, because yeah, this is a time attack level, or and these levels are generally really short. But yeah, we are already at the boss. And Ginkgarbor at the beat block 1. Yeah, RhoThanos, it happened to him again in Sky Station 1. He did the same mistake, but yeah, now he did it again, sadly. 7 seconds left. I wonder if he will get it.
And he did.
Nice. Really, really self-confident RhoThanos at the moment. Yeah, I mean, this tournament is like, sometimes it's pretty sure who will win, but I don't think we don't really care about it. Mostly it's just for the fun, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. So, if you don't have any fun, it is for nothing, basically.
Yeah, that's true. So, upcoming Troll Trunk 1, which also has a lot of nice Yoshi movement, it's already previewed in the level. Yeah, it's already a preview. This diff was actually close from Ginkgo.
Yeah.
You just can't skip all of these planet or all of the Yoshi movement by just doing it with Mario. With a few angular wall kicks that I mentioned earlier in level layer 1, they're not as easy as they look sometimes, but if you get the angles down, it should work pretty easily. And this movement can also be very tricky now with the Comet Medal, because you have to shake at the very right moment and then get the blue berry. It's all about collecting the star chips now in the fastest way possible, which he did really well actually. Common Medal Grab was actually really good, not gonna lie. And Ginkgarbor is in Flip Swap 2, or he reached Flip Swap now. And this backflip from Ginkgarbor was a little bit better than RhoThanos before, because he will land a little, it's just by a few frames of course, but he will just land a little bit earlier, which, yeah, is not a lot. But doing it too early can also be bad. Oh, RhoThanos struggling with the blueberry. Yeah, but what was I about to say? Oh yeah, but backflipping too early can be a little bit bad, because the last star bit from that Luma, or for that Luma, is shooting out a little bit later than all the others. And I don't know why that happens, but it just happens, and that is the reason why you have to just long jump a little bit, backflip a little bit later. Oh, that was a little bit sad.
Yeah, seriously.
Cloudy Court Comet is also not really interesting. It just has collecting 5 star chips for a Sling Star, and then just long jumping all again. It's not a lot. Ginkgarbor dying a little bit, but...
Oh no, just went game over.
Oh, that is unfortunate. To be fair, it doesn't lose too much time to game over, but it's still a really sad time loss.
I mean,
game over, of course.
He's a little bit behind.
Yeah. Yeah, you just get into the Sling Star, long jump, blah blah blah. It's not really that much.
Oh, now he got it.
Yeah, now he got it finally. This is also really hard, because he has to long jump from the very edge of it. Oh, okay. Whew. It was also pretty close.
Dude, what? Did he get the checkpoint though?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he did.
pretty
Okay.
weird. I actually can't say why that happens. So yeah, the next level is Fearsome Fleet, and this is actually a level that you have to fear. This level is really hard, and mainly because of one Yoshi flutter. I don't know if RhoThanos or Ginkgarbor will go for it, but there is a really hard flutter that we call the question block flutter, and Ginkgarbor finally done with flip swap. Really nice. Congrats on that. But we will also skip all of this level by basically Yoshi fluttering. Doing a side flip. Just literally skipping everything. And as I mentioned earlier, that Yoshi will lose all his momentum after 10 seconds. This first flutter is almost 10 seconds, so you have to go off from Yoshi before landing on this platform, otherwise you will not get it. Yeah, a little bit of time save, it's not too much. The side flip from that ship and just Yoshi fluttering again. And that's basically it. We also have a little bit of strats here on that boss fight. It's not too much, but if you get the bullet bills on the perfect angle and the perfect timing, you can destroy two of these two how do you call this? These two. I actually have to Google that word. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can just hit him twice immediately. Never mind. Yeah, but it's really precise control. And as far as I know, you have to not side flip and you have to do it from the edge. In fact, I'm gonna do it. Okay. So yeah, the last phase of this, we just flutter twice here, and we can hit Bowser Jr. immediately already. And this was already the boss fight. It was not a lot actually. To be fair, this is not easy. It's easy to learn these strats, but getting them consistently is a little bit harder. And that was already World 3. It's also not a lot. And still, this run has roughly 2 hours to go. World 4, yeah. Yeah, World 4 is also a pretty interesting place. And also to mention, in Sky Station 2 and Sky Station Comet, you can, when you land on the planet, you can walk immediately. You don't have to get a frame perfect jump, but you can just walk immediately. That is heavily based on a lot of physics of the game and how it works, but I'm not gonna explain that here because it's way too complicated. Okay, and another a little bit hard level will be Sweet Mystery. RhoThanos is calling the Luma that is giving him Sweet Mystery. Oh, that was pretty interesting what Ginkgarbor just did. He's struggling a little bit with the level. I think there is a prize tool for the tournament. I don't know how much filled it is. Is it also in the comment? Oh yeah, donation for the prize pool. I don't know what is in the command and whatnot. Sweet Mystery is not an easy level because it has so many flutters that you have to do, and learning all of them can be a little bit tricky. But once again, muscle memory takes over if you get it down a lot of times. We basically don't use that yellow berry that much, except that it's giving us the site for the level or some platforms. Yo, Tooks, what is up? Yeah. Yeah, we need to collect the Comet Medal, then Yoshi Flutter to the left, and then we're about to already skip the whole level. It's actually hilarious what we can do as with Yoshi fluttering, and hopefully RhoThanos will not die here because that can have or falling down here because that can have real consequences, but he just gets it. Really, really nice. Well done, RhoThanos. And yeah, Ginkgarbor a little bit struggling on the other side, but he's also going for the Troll Trunk movement, which can be obviously really satisfying to get. And even if you struggle, it's still a lot of good practice, and that's pretty nice. And this next level upcoming is considered, I think, the fan favorite. It's Flipswheel 1, and Flipswheel 1 is actually really OP. This is the movement where I would say, speedrun wise, this is the best without Yoshi fluttering. You just skip two really big parts of the level. And can you even believe that this level is 1 minute and 20 seconds long, actually, if you do it optimally? You just basically skip everything of this level. Oh, RhoThanos struggling to get the backflip, but whatever. But also, Ginkgarbor is struggling to get the long jump. He doesn't decide to go for Yoshi or with Yoshi Bulberry. And here you just see the long jump up to the left. And that's it. And then that was not it. He will just slide on the on the wall there and sets up a perfect spin to get to the boss fight. And also the boss fight should be pretty fast. Yeah, Ginkgarbor falling off again. Really sad what is happening right there, but I hope he will get it down in a bit. And the chin, I think it's called chin. Yeah, right. Is vulnerable, so that's the reason why you can hit the boss really easily and fast. You just have to wait until she is vulnerable again, and that was the star already. It was really fast. As you have seen, this star would casually take a lot of time, I think, but it would be really nice. So these skips are not too hard. Getting them consistently is hard, but whatever. You can test yourself and see if they are hard to you, because it's obviously not my responsibility to tell you the skip is easy or not. You should feel free to tell yourself. That is very important. Flipswheel 2 is also a really cycle-based star. You see these arrows to the right and up and down and whatever. Like these changing arrows means that the gravity is changing, and these are also on a cycle. And there's also obviously a perfect cycle that you can do. And that cycle shouldn't be too hard if you practice this long enough, but doing one mistake can mess up the cycle already, which is even harder for the purple coin mission, which is also part of this run. And you see there is some tight movement in it. What to
Yeah,
know?
there's also a comet medal, comet star here, which we will see later, I guess.
Yeah. And this was Flipswell 2. It's not really interesting in terms of movement now, but the cycles are really interesting to watch, and some of this movement will be really interesting in the later part of the run too, because of the purple coin mission. I always don't know what the next level is. I should look up the route maybe. Oh yeah, Jump Works. Jump Works 1 also has really nice beginning movement, but it's just in general a really simple level, as well as Jump Works 2. Ginkgarbor just finishes Cloudy Comet, a really not that long star. All these comets are really short regularly. This is a really good thing for... Oh, yeah, that is sad.
That's unfortunate, actually.
Getting this comet medal in particularly is actually sometimes really hard to get if you don't backfill properly on the jumps, but yeah, that's what I mean, because they have a little, because backflipping is almost as high as getting from these, or almost as high as these jumps are, and dying here is, as I said, really sad. And I'm pretty sure that RhoThanos was not intended to do side flips here, because side flips are not as high as backflips in this game. Yeah, some nice lava boost here too. I guess it isn't really necessary, but you can just do it in order to save time. Yeah, here Ginkgarbor showed off the Yoshi flutter that he was talking about in chat, but as you have seen also, is that he loses all his momentum. This is why dismounting Yoshi can be a little bit better, I guess. Oh, and if you wonder if you can do this jump cycle there, it's not possible. Even with the best movement, it's not possible. I got told that it's possible on 2P, or 2P means 2-player, because the second player can stop enemies and everything, but I am not sure about this, to be fair. And this is just a playground, because you just have to wait for the jump and just can walk around, mess around with enemies, because it doesn't matter. Yeah, and Ginkgarbor is also fighting the boss in Fierce Complete now, which means that he's about to finish World 3. Now coming up, Jumpworks 2 with a very, very unliked, or not really liked, item, which will be the spring mushroom. And the spring mushroom is definitely not something that we want to use, but we have to use it anyways, because in this level it's sadly faster, but only for the end of the level. We don't use it earlier.
And Ginkgarbor finishing off the boss.
Yeah, to be fair, I think I only have seen one person in my own chat saying that they liked the spring mushroom, and I don't even know if they were not joking. But yeah, that is really, really weird. I don't think anybody likes the spring mushroom. Ginkgarbor. Yeah, and long jumping earlier here, or long jumping into the spring mushroom makes you go further if you get, or if you just jump into it right after. You just get a lot of distance covered because the long jump is still counting. And you just use the spring mushroom, get up all the way there. If you don't miss the cycle, that's also a little bit of time save. Ginkgarbor entering World 3, and RhoThanos meanwhile entering World 2. And this is also, the next level is a really short one, but it's really hard, if I may say so, because movement here is based on how good you feel the game or how good you're at controlling the game or Mario in general. And this is not really easy, especially for purple coins, because if you straight walk into them, you may see that RhoThanos will collect all 4 coins together. To make this a bit faster, you can do single jumps all the time after this section here. And that saves a little bit of time. As you see, he tried it to do bunny hops, we call it. And this also saves a little bit of time, just movement-wise. But this was pretty nice, except missing 2 coins. And the next level will be the Yeetmobile 3, I think. Oh no, he will do Boulder Burrow once first. Okay, so then never mind. But you will see great gravity movement here again, or gravity abusement. I think you call it abusement. Here with the rock item, which is also new. Yeah, we have to get the comet medal here too, then break this bridge, and now RhoThanos will just, he will not go, no, he will just skip the next planet, and yeah, because the next planet is really slow, and I think it's also, is it RNG based? I don't know, because enemy movement is RNG based at least, and you would have to shoot all of them, then you would have to run to them, and that is really slow. I think it can cost up to 40 seconds from what I timed. Yeah, RhoThanos is just the boss that is, yeah, he looks very cute, I guess, but you just wait until he gets dizzy again, and then you can jump with Rock Mario to defeat the enemy. This was all about Boulder Bull 1. It's not a really long star either, because you skip the second planet, but the boss fight takes a little bit of time. Ginkgarbor also doing a great job, finishing with Flipsoul 1. Really nice. The next level for RhoThanos will be Boulder Bowl Secret or Boulder Bowl Ladder. We just want a Goomba to follow Mario until one of these robots, because he wants to see one, and then you will get a star. You will do this. You will do the same as before, but without Rock Mario, because you don't need him now, because you don't need the Comet Medal. You just long jump, spin, and that's it. You release an Goomba now, and there we already have the golden robot here that will give Mario the star if he catches a Goomba into the fence. And Ginkgarbor about to do Flipsoul 1, Flipsoul 2, sorry. Getting the star, it's honestly a pretty linear star if you don't do the skip. But even the skip can be, but also the skip can be a little bit tricky. That was what I wanted to say. I didn't mean it to say it's easy. I want to contrast it. Another time the cycle-based planet of Flipsoul 2. And now actually a really fun part of the level. Fun part is beginning. We will use Yeet Mobile number 3 for Hytale Fault's Comet, which will be seen by the end of the level. But before, we'll just do the same as in Hytale Fault's 1, basically. Just using the dash peppers and then running around. Who?
RhoThanos.
He's doing high tail false comet, or what do you mean?
Yeah, but like that enemy just stick
Oh yeah,
on Yoshi.
yeah. This meter, yeah, that doesn't matter at all.
So I was a
Yeah,
little bit confused now, to be honest.
oh yeah, it doesn't do anything. This meter just loves Yoshi a little bit too much. People. Okay, and instead of using the Yoshi Star, Yoshi Flutter, we just do this. Yeet Mobile number 3. We just all the way jump over here. RhoThanos had to use another flutter, but that's also fine. You can make it up there without the flutter, I think. Or at least you can make it up there and then dismount Yoshi, for sure. But since we don't need the Comet Medal, that is way faster. And long jump, or and jumping from an edge with Dash Pepper Yoshi, sorry, gives him a lot of height. And returning to Boulder Bowl Comet, and this level is basically RNG 2. It can happen that you die here because the time runs out. It usually doesn't happen, but with the right technique it shouldn't happen at least. But the star is still fully RNG because of the enemies, they're all just RNG based. So you can cancel out of the Rock Mario that you will see in a bit, or maybe you can see it already, by just jumping and crouching. I think I forgot about that already, but you just can get out of the rock jump or rolling animation by doing specific inputs, at least, to say the least. But this was actually really fast, to be honest. This was a really fast star from RhoThanos.
It's not working anymore.
Hmm? Oh my. Oops, okay, now I'm back in the stream. I accidentally.
I just have black screen. Ah, now it's working again. Here you go.
Okay, returning to Fire Flotilla Comet. This is basically doing the boss fight again. We already saw it before. It's not harder or easier. It's just also a speed run separated into 2 words. Thanks, Nintendo. Oh, Ginkgarbor is struggling a bit. That's unfortunate. If you have 1 health and you just get pushed from the jump, that can be really frustrating. Oh yeah, this is an example of if you don't get all the movement, it's also pretty precise to do this movement, but it can happen, obviously. everything is really chaotic and nothing is really working that well. And the cycle is lost of the enemy that you just built up. And everything is just really chaotic, as I mentioned. Yeah. Coming up will be Sweet Mystery with Yoshi, where you collect purple coins, which is also really tricky because of movement. It's like Puzzle Plank Comet, but it's a little bit harder, I'd say. Because learning that movement can be really hard. You can miss some coins, and then you are under pressure that the berry is running out. And all that is really, really hard to get used to. Speaking about Puzzle Plank C, by the way, Ginkgarbor is in that level too. And he's doing a great job until now. Doing the bunny hops really, really nicely. Great movement right there. And yeah, as you can see, missing a coin can be really sad in Sweet Mystery Comet, because then you have to walk back, and since the berry is running out, this can be really tight. And this was actually really tight. But also still pretty nice solved, with 2 Yoshi flutters getting up to the platform again. Oh. Okay, so I have to go for 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm gonna be right back. So enjoy
Yeah, see ya.
the run more without my annoying voice. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's not annoying. Like, you know so much about this game, and there's me who just observes everything. So that's the purple coin speedrun, which I've talked earlier, which we can see at RhoThanos. If it's that. Yeah, with that spin drill thing. And seriously, you have to stay at the rhythm. OMG, the commentator sounds familiar. Yeah, your name also sounds familiar. And what I've noticed is when you spin with the drill, your hitbox in which you can collect coins gets bigger. I don't know if I don't know if I imagined it or it's really like that. Yeah, the second commentator who knows much more about this game is currently away from the keyboard, so I have to take over. But it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So, RhoThanos completed the galaxy. Yeah, of course he will. So what RhoThanos is doing is the same star as Ginkgo did earlier, but with his clones we already saw. And RhoThanos is like 6 stars ahead of Ginkgarbor currently. So the trick here is to move slowly, so you won't dodge the phantoms. And that's the next star for him. We are slowly getting to the 2 hours into the race. So we will see some more flutters. This here is the first flutter. And now he will do a long distance flutter to the pole over there. Which he just did. And there he is eating off the Yoshi to collect the last star piece. So as for now, Ginkgarbor is still a little bit behind of RhoThanos. Yeah, raw Alex, it's really obvious currently. And I mean, there is... I don't want to judge Ginkgo by no kind. But it's a little bit hard to... how is it called?
Stay objective.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to overtake RhoThanos.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Yeah, RhoThanos is pretty good at the game. I mean, before the run, sometimes it's already clear who will win, but that doesn't
Welcome
mean
back.
that you're... Yeah, thanks. But that doesn't mean that you're for one or for another person. It just means that it's objectively a fact that somebody will win or lose. And that's something that you can mention, in my opinion, at least. But that's something different.
And yeah. We are now 2 hours into the race.
2 hours hype, let's go.
Yeah. And the first thing to... first thing is that you should have fun while doing the race, because when you're not having fun, it doesn't make a difference if you're behind or far ahead.
Yeah, that's true. And what we'll see now is called Behind the Castle. We do that because we collect the... Wait, I don't even know if RhoThanos will go for that, to be honest. I think he learned that. But you can do a strat here which is called Behind the Castle, and it saves a lot of time. Yeah, he is doing it right now. It's a really, really hard skip, and it's not recommended for when beginning the runs, but you see why it's called Behind the Castle. Literally. Oh, but okay, never mind. Yeah, this 2D section is very, very badly programmed. This is why long jumping here is very, very hard, but it can be possible. Okay, so this boss fight now is finally a little bit more technical for Bowser, because additionally to letting him fall down meteors, he will also use his breath for firing, and also use the punch that you can see now. But basically, what you can do is skipping a few animations by hitting Bowser with these meteors right before the meteor is going to
Collapse.
Oh, what was that? Yeah, collapse, and yeah, just fell apart in themselves. I don't know, to be honest. Themselves should be correct.
Ginkgo splits just disappeared. Oh, now they are again.
Yeah, you see RhoThanos waiting here, and before it collapses, he just hits him, and you can see that Bowser will throw the meteors down already, and he will punch immediately, and that's it with the first phase. So yeah, Ginkgarbor is also in Sweet Mystery Comet now. And as I said, controlling Yoshi here it can be really hard. But how Ginkgarbor is doing it at the moment, this is really well. Collecting all these coins in the middle, or staying at the middle, so he will collect all of them. And also now he's doing really smart movement, to be honest. This was it for World 4. And now the movement is intensifying horribly. What means horribly? I mean, it's not horribly, but it's really hard to do all this movement now. We can basically say that every world progress is making the run even harder. And that's really hard for PB pace, because if you're on good run pace, then you have to do all that hard stuff in World 5 and 6. And also tight cycles, tight movement that you sometimes fail, and even Top Runner fail it sometimes. Ginkgarbor also had Flipspool Comet. And I can tell that there will be a different cycle now for him. They all vary, which makes the level way more interesting if the variation of cycles is really different. And some might be faster, some might not be faster. I don't know how this is working in specific for the cycles, but I think the way Ginkgarbor is doing it is still faster than any movement else. And RhoThanos just did really clean movement, waiting for the platforms, or he was staying there on the one platform before long jumping to make the cycles a little bit better for him, which is really smart actually, because if he would long jump immediately and not staying at his position, the cycle might be really scuffed, and it's really hard to adapt movement to the cycle. And Space Storm, by the way, also has really great music to listen to. Just getting the star. This level is also not very long, to be honest. So yeah, a lot of galaxies in World 5 where bro, I don't know. We're being unlocked, okay. A lot of galaxies were being unlocked in Wolf 5, but we are not doing all of them, like Slip Sand, as I mentioned a little bit earlier. This is a very long galaxy, especially the first level is already very long, and then level 2 is also really, really long. We don't want to do that in 80%. RhoThanos waits a bit until the Thwomp is on a stationary position in the ground, because if he backflips while it's moving upwards, he gets a lot of upwards momentum, because the speed carries a little bit of height for him, for Mario. He just does a triple jump up to the star. I mean, it's already long over, but I just wanted to point it out. Normally you have to kill 3 waves of enemies, 2 waves of enemies, and then you get the star with a spring enemy. I actually don't know how these are called, or these are being called, but whatever. You don't have to go through every detail for the level, which intention it is. Shiverburn 1 can be a really hard level too, because yet again we have to do cloud jumps, or cloud long jumps, that will skip part of the level, but I'm also sure that he will do free slime. I'm thinking about Galaxy 1. Shiverburn secret now, and you can guess the points again that RhoThanos will get, and I think he will die now. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Recovering from that is really, really hard. Just ground pounding into the cloud is really bad. Oh no. Also sad. Now he got into the pipe. You can guess the counter yet again. So you will earn absolutely nothing as before, but it just might be really nice to see what you will get.
I guess he'll get 720.
720 is a good guess. I'm gonna go with 740. Which might be a little bit high, but I don't know.
Yeah, I got it right. Okay, that was pure luck, to be honest.
Nice. So yeah, this level is basically like Freezy Flake Secret, but it's a little bit harder. And as you have seen that RhoThanos got the points restricted way later than in Freezy Flake Secret. And now to Shiverburn 1 skip. RhoThanos will just long jump to the other side of the planet. Just occasionally. Occasionally, what am I saying? Just casually, I meant. Occasionally would mean something different. So yeah, Upcoming movement is also not that easy. The boss will not be that easy, but in order to get that, you have to change the camera. And why are we doing that? I explained earlier that objects or enemies are not moving if they're not on screen. That was a part that I mentioned at the very beginning, and this is the case again, that these ice things will not move until they are on screen. Because the cycle will be very bad if you will keep the screen on the enemies and so on. Enemies and objects. But yeah, this is also already the last fight of the enemy, so it's not particularly that hard, but it has really hard strategies that you can use that are really tight.
So Ginkgo arriving at the boss fight.
Yeah, Gravity Gauntlet, representing World 4. I think Ginkgarbor is doing a great job at the moment. He was struggling a bit earlier, but I should mention that he's doing way better now than before. I didn't see him doing that many mistakes now.
The nerfs are also playing a big role when you're doing a tournament run.
Yeah, that's true. So what Ginkgarbor is doing now, I think he's doing the easier version of the skip that you will see later on again. And this is, I think it's actually called the Gravity Gauntlet Comet Skip. Or no, it's the Lava Boost, not Gravity Gauntlet Comet. And this skip...
Oh no! That was so close!
Yeah, that was really close and really unfortunate. What you just saw is Ginkgarbor got a lot of momentum, and since he had so much momentum that he would have carried it through everything, he had to stop by holding forward. And as I explained earlier, that holding forward...
No, he did it.
Nice. That holding forward will kill a little bit of momentum, because forward momentum isn't as good. What RhoThanos is doing now, he will just skip the snake section, the auto-scroller section of this part, by just long jumping and doing gravity skip things that nobody understands anyways. And I may point out that if you want to learn about all of these skips or want to know why they work, you can always join the Super Mario Galaxy speedrunning community on the Discord server to find out more stuff. People are really reliable sometimes when it comes to skip explanations, not about time saves, so at least most of the time. Ginkgarbor arriving at the boss fight. I don't know if he will go for the punch cancels. They save a little bit of time though, because it skips, as I mentioned, a whole cycle from Bowser. And I should stop using always, as I mentioned earlier, because I use that way too often. I feel like. Upside Dizzy is also a very interesting stage. It also contains a lot of precise movement, like in right side down. But there's one cycle that might be harder than any cycle right side down. So that's for sure. And Ginkgarbor is going for the punch cancels. Really nice movement, Goomba bounce, and just abusing all this gravity is really, really nice. And it doesn't only look satisfying, if you get it, it also feels satisfying. The little blue enemies are being killed are being shoot to just make the cycle a little bit better for you. In this case, it didn't help a lot, but it still helped a bit for him because the gravity is always changing from up to down. Nice Ginkgarbor. Being on PB pace is always very nice. And like an upside Dizzy, like in right side down, we have another box level here, which is upside Dizzy Secret, and this is a little bit harder. This is a little bit harder version from what we've seen in right side down, but with clever movement and thinking, if I may say so, thinking outside of the box. Haha, funny. I actually didn't notice that before now. You can do nice fireball movement and yeah, breaking these boxes really early. Yeah, this was pretty fast, as you have seen. So you can just do this movement really fast if you have a little route for it. I suppose you can call it a route already.
So apparently there's nothing much to say currently, as for now.
Yeah. Space Stone 1 is being done by Ginkgarbor again.
So
what means
Ginkgarbor
again?
told us he is still on a personal best pace. Would be funny if he got a PB.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we're at Blue Moon Secret now, which is sometimes literally a run killer, because the long jump to the star is a little bit precise, and not getting it loses a lot of time. Like, yeah, it loses a lot of time. I don't want to say how much because I don't know the exact time.
Yeah, I mean, if he does a personal best, he can learn from his mistakes in this run and won't do that in a later run, I guess.
That might be true.
What's that emote?
That's me as a child.
You had glasses?
I still have glasses.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. RhoThanos did the movement here pretty safe. You have to long jump from the very edge for that, but he just got it very nicely. Really nice solved. And he didn't lose time. And I think that run might also be on PB pace for RhoThanos, but I actually don't know. Depending on if he plays well or not.
Let's find it out.
I looked at his... Oh, okay. So here, the next star is Shiverbird Comet, which is basically almost the same as... or it's the same concept as Yoshi Star Comet, but it's way easier and way more linear. But also don't underestimate the movement in this level, because it can still be very tricky.
Apparently RhoThanos is also on a PB way. His PB is 3:13 and his best possible time is at 3:10.
That sounds like good PB pace. Okay, so for RhoThanos is upcoming the next Bowser Jr. Fortress, which is Boom Bunker. We will see a lot of cannon shots there, and one might be more precise than the next one. Long jumps being precise than the next one, which we will see in the upcoming part. But this level is still a little bit linear to get, and it's not that hard. But yeah, if you go for harder strats, this level is also really stressful, and I would say the most stressful part about it is the boss fight and the long jump that is coming up right after this section, right after this cannon shot. But he got it.
Was it funny?
So yeah, this boss fight is, or Bowser Jr. is getting higher and higher every time, and you have to also climb with a cloud jumps a little higher and higher every single time. How close? What do you mean? They're not really close together yet.
No, RhoThanos is really far ahead.
Yeah.
But both are on a PB pace, so...
Except you were talking about something different.
I guess we can expect Ginkgarbor finishing, I guess, for about 20 minutes later?
Yeah, maybe.
If I didn't miscalculate.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't check the level. Yeah, both on PB apparently. I don't know. Oh, sorry, dude. I don't know about that was hilarious. I don't know about RhoThanos, but it looks like he can still PB if he plays well, but we don't take that in consideration now. Upcoming world is one of the most scariest one, or actually the scariest one, World 6, and we have the craziest movement in general. If you look at high player or top player levels, there are a lot of really crazy strats that you can do, a lot of really crazy movement that is possible, and you will just already see it in the beginning of this level already. Not in the beginning, like just in the progress of the level, that World 6 can definitely be treated as the hardest level, hardest world in this game for any percent progression. So this first section is all about bolt stars, and we use a little bit momentum immediately to carry Mario up to the launch star, mostly in a fluent way. And here we just get a little more hits to make a specific cycle for the tornadoes that is slightly faster than any cycle else. You can get up to the swing immediately like this, and if you jump from the edge of, or at the peak of the swing side, you can just get as much height as possible. And RhoThanos, I'm currently almost dying. This is really close, but he took the safety coin, which is really important.
Oh no.
A quick side flip. Oh yeah. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Now he needs to pay attention.
Yeah, he really needs to pay attention.
Oh.
I think he will wait now.
I said it and then he just died.
Oh no. This hitbox was actually pretty strange.
Yeah, true.
And now he has start from the complete beginning. Yeah, that loses a lot of time.
Yeah, but he still should manage to get his PB.
Maybe. It's depending on how well he plays.
He was 2 minutes ahead.
Yeah, but this also loses a lot of time, so...
That's true. That was close, actually.
Yeah, this was also pretty
Building
close.
up that backwards momentum which we taught.
Yeah, Ginkgarbor also dying. Everybody is dying. The whole world collapses. Nothing is working.
Everything will freeze.
Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, this star is still really easy, bruh, because yeah, Boom Moon S is really hard to get through. there are a lot of obstacles that you have to avoid. But now another try for RhoThanos. Yeah, that was more like it. If you see this movement fluently, you will... It's pretty nice movement. And a quick side flip or a backflip to the star here. It's just a little gravity thing where you can go from the one planet's gravity to the next one's. And hopefully he doesn't die again. That would be really unfortunate. And he manages to get through it. Okay, next level is Multi-Monster 2, which is also not really easy because it yet again has really hard and really tight movement, especially in the ending, which can mess you up. Oh, I just kicked out of the chat. Oh, never mind. You can just jump all over these platforms, and this was the hardest part of this level already. But also here, RhoThanos did that very well. Ginkgarbor also does a great job for Upside Dizzy at the moment.
Yeah, that's true.
He waits out the cycle and just does it very smart. Yeah, the ending movement for Multi-Monster 2 is really tight, but it looks really good if you get it down. And another time we will do a challenge with the chimp, but this time it's it's bowling. I mean, you kinda have seen bowling in Boulder Bowl 1 already, but this time we actually do it. Monkey, yep. Oh, and RhoThanos just fell down and died because he jumped too late from the edge. That is unfortunate. Noki. Yep.
Oh. That wasn't
But yeah,
enough.
I was about to say that he couldn't get enough points, and 4,800 is not enough for.
Ginkgarbor to be shooting these boxes though.
Yep. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that that was it for the PB for RhoThanos.
Yeah, basically. But he's still ahead though.
Is he? I wonder.
How many stars is he ahead?
Oh, you mean that? Oh. Yeah, sure.
By how many stars?
Oh, I don't know.
I have to take a look at this.
Oh yeah, RhoThanos died again.
And Ginkgo
Yeah,
going back to the world map. Has he selected the wrong star again?
He selected Blue Moons too. I saw it in the level screen that this was the wrong level already. I didn't say anything because I was too focused on RhoThanos' screen. And RhoThanos died again.
RhoThanos needs to get his nerves in control.
Yeah, this star is not really easy if you go for harder strats. You can't see these strats, but jumping right from the edge is a lot faster because you don't have a cooldown from the landing, but you will already be immediately to what you will see at the moment. Just use the rock item again very fast.
No. Huh? What was that?
Oh,
How could he manage to do that?
What? I actually
What just happened?
Okay, dude. Yeah, that was an experience. Oh my god. Yeah, that wasn't hilarious save, but okay. I'm not gonna question it. It happened. We just say it like that.
So we have Ginkgarbor at 54 stars and RhoThanos at 59.
Yeah, that's 5 stars ahead then. Well, more like.
So
Yeah,
it's time to feed the Luma, I guess.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot which level he is getting now. Is he even getting? God. I think it's Flash Black to Flash Black and Slimy Spring are coming up with that. Yeah. So yeah, Flash Black is also not very interesting for the most part, because you just get the Comet Medal. But there are some tiny strats that you can do, like bouncing on enemies. Just, you saw it, using backwards momentum again. And now we are forced to get 5 silver stars. And that's already it for that level. There's not much going on, but it can also be tricky to get used to the movement, of course. But that counts for every single level of this game. You have to learn movement before doing all these skips and strats. Oh, and Ginkgarbor just died because he couldn't shoot at the boomerang bro, whatever they were called.
I only know the German name, actually.
Oh, I don't know the name at all.
He's pausing.
Oh, what is happening? What does he have to do? Slimy Spring is another really boring level. There's not much going on except just chilling and yeah, just doing nothing. Maybe I have to pause because there's something going on. IRL. Maybe
Okay,
he will
no
finish
problem.
the run still then.
Why is he paused? Why is Ginkgarbor currently on pause?
I wonder that too. Like he might have something IRL,
Yeah.
but he will finish the run maybe. I don't know. And what RhoThanos just got was a frame perfect jump. I don't even know if you really took close attention to it. You might
Yeah,
haven't
Ginkgarbor is
seen it.
playing again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go.
Could be something IRL, I guess. Oh, okay. But I mean, at least Ginkgarbor has now potential to get a PB in a later run. PB died because of PB, haha. Funny Ginkgarbor. Damn Mentos, we can't hear you anymore. So if you're talking currently, we are unable to hear you. Okay. So that's next stuff for Ginkgarbor. And Now he may proceed with the next world. Okay, Ginkgo.
Okay, so apparently I wasn't in the voice call anymore. Or
Yeah.
I was in the voice call, but people couldn't hear me. Okay. It took me long to understand that, actually. I didn't notice that.
Oh, oops. Yeah. Oh, we
Yeah,
can hear
so-
it again.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I was just talking about Clockwork Ruins being like a super nice level. Because it has really nice movement. If you're interested into this movement, just watch it. But I guess you did that already.
So there's the next stuff for RhoThanos.
Yeah. And Ginkgarbor currently in World 6 at the first star, Multi-Monster 1. Yeah, as you might hear in my voice, I'm a little bit tired, but I try to do my best for commentating.
Yeah, same actually. But I think I'm going to stay a little bit up after this race.
Sounds good. Okay, and I can tell that this level for RhoThanos is not pretty easy. He sometimes struggles a bit with a specific jump there. I don't know if you will go for it today in this race, but there is a angular wall kick that we talked about earlier already. That is not really easy to figure out, and it doesn't have really proper visual cues or anything. It's just fully done by. It's just fully done by really hard. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
he
just
could leave it out because he already has a... he's already far ahead.
yeah. He's trying it. He doesn't try it now. He just does. Yeah, he just does normal movement. Not even trying to go for one clip, because you can clip through the ground here by just jumping at the edge of the womp while he's falling down, but that's some really hard stuff. Yeah, I know, Ginkgo. So yeah, that was throwback 1. It was just the same as an SM64, I guess, but
Yeah, true.
underground.
So now let's take a look how Ginkgarbor will pull it off at this time.
Sure.
Because I know he's struggling a little bit with the star, but I think he should now have enough practice to pull it off.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
I seriously remember for myself how hard this galaxy was for me back then.
Oh yeah, this
Oh,
star is pretty
and
hard.
he just fell off. Right at the end.
Yeah, the star is really hard sometimes. Jumping is really precise, angles are really precise, and you have to like cramp your hand for doing all this movement, but with enough practice you can get it down, of course. But it's still not as natural, or it still doesn't really feel natural if you do it.
And at the second try he managed to pull it off.
Nice. Oh yeah, and RhoThanos about to finish. Oh, yeah, okay, he can just get the backup float here. About to finish a throwback 2, which was all about getting silver stars. He just went the like counterclockwise. Yeah, he just went a counterclockwise way for getting all these silver stars and then collect them, all of these 5 to get another star. So yeah, now we'll see the gravity gauntlet C skip that I was talking about when Ginkgarbor did it, or he tried to do it in the beginning and then got it. But this will get pulled off again.
So Ginkgarbor waiting a little bit just to be safe. And he managed to pull it off first try.
That's pretty nice.
If
Well,
I'm not wrong.
yeah.
I seriously try not to fall asleep.
Yeah, to be honest,
Because
same.
it's getting late here. But this shouldn't hinder me from commentating this match, I guess.
Yeah. I will definitely most likely I will most likely leave this stream after RhoThanos run is done, because I have school tomorrow and I don't want to be that long awake. And I also shouldn't be that long awake. I will still have enough sleep, so yeah. But anyways, the run is more important. We are talking about Starshine Beach Comet, which is again getting a lot of purple coins, and this backflip from Ginkgarbor was really good. This was almost the best that you can get, maybe the best that you can get. I don't think so. And yeah, you just can get 2 coins on the same spot if you just hold the correct angles, and you can also do that with 3 coins if you do the correct, if you tilt the correct the control stick into the right direction. And since RhoThanos has a lot of these coins, you can just skip a part of these coins and take a little sharper curve, which saves obviously not a lot, but a tiny bit.
But theoretically, it doesn't make that big of a difference, I think, when you finish
Not,
collecting the 100 coins. Because you
yeah,
still need to run into the star, which appears then.
yeah, but like you can take a sharper angle when
When you're finished. Yeah, that's true.
no, I meant before. So if you take a sharper angle before, how do I say this? If you take a sharper angle before you have 100 coins, you also save a little bit of time. But
Yeah, which
it's
makes sense.
it's not a lot, but it's still time save. Like 0.02 seconds. Let's go, dude. 0.02 seconds of time save. Now that's mostly just movement optimization that we do. At least it's categories like that. And this start that RhoThanos is doing is basically the Boo Moon Haunty Halls 2 level, but it's also pretty short and pretty easy. Like most of the purple coin stars. Oh my god! Like most of the comet stars are in general. There we have the comet races or the comet. No, it's not a race. It's just Shadow Mario, Cosmic Mario. Yeah,
Shadow Man.
yeah. Shadow Mario is Super Mario Sunshine.
Ah yeah,
In
true.
In SMG2 and SMG1, they are called Cosmic Mario or Cosmic Luigi. Will you two do an interview after? No, I can't participate in it. I'm really, really tired and I have school tomorrow. Sadly,
Yeah, no problem.
I guess. Yeah, this comet is in the route. It's also not really easy, but we're gonna use Yoshi here just to skip a little part through it. Like,
Which there's
just,
plenty of time actually.
yeah. And now really hard and precise movement that can lose a lot of time if you die here. But to be fair, comets in this game are a little bit easier because if you die and you got the checkpoint, you don't have to start from the beginning on. So that's a little bit more humanly as in Galaxy 1.
But still, it's a little bit annoying when you don't get the rhythm.
Yeah,
And
the
have
rhythm
to do
can be
it
really
all
hard.
over again.
And even not getting the rhythm, even if you get the rhythm down for practice, if you then fail the rhythm, you have to get the backup, and that's mostly really feeling based. Like, how good is your feeling for the game if you don't have a backup for every single cycle? Because learning every single cycle would be really hard too. Or learning all the rhythms for the cycles.
Oh. That was unfortunate.
Wait, what happened? Oh. Oops. Well, that sucks. And RhoThanos is also about to game over, actually, if he doesn't take a a 1-up.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
RhoThanos being 8 stars ahead as for now.
Yeah. So yeah, shooting these Octogoombas is a little bit faster because if you just walked into them, you can keep your speed, and because spinning loses a little bit of time, but that's only a little movement technical aspect for this game. But for the last parts, we can just use Yoshi and kill all these Octogoombas to then get into the star immediately.
Bruh. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the end. Coming
This
up,
is the end of everything.
the end. A wise man once told me I can see the end of the light. He wanted to say I can see the end of the tunnel, and he had light in his mind, but for some reason he ended up saying I can see the end of the light, implying he will die. But that's so strange. Whatever. We're at the last level for RhoThanos, Galaxy Generator, about to finish any percent SMG2 run. This run will not PB, I think, but this run was really strong up to World 5, for sure. A really nice run. Very consistent, in my opinion. But whatever. EK just finished strong. Meanwhile, Ginkgarbor being in throwback 1 and just having a nice view on SM64. wonder if Ginkgarbor will go for the angular wall kicks. Oh no, he won't. Okay. Ah, dude. Okay, and now this will be the most interesting part of this whole level, which will be 2 Yoshi flutters to skip all the
Oh god.
whole lava section to get to the end immediately.
Now he needs to line himself and off we go.
And then he'll just land right in
Will
front
it be
of
enough?
the gate.
Yes! He did it!
Nice. Yeah. Did he even get top shelf? Yeah, he got top shelf, which is pretty nice. And yeah, this was basically any percent run. Now, I don't think he will die. It can happen though, but it's really unlikely that you die in the boss fight. But if you don't pay enough attention, it's definitely your fault if you die then. It's really sad sometimes.
Oh look, there's Peach.
Oh, she's really tiny. No,
She
oh,
just
it's
got
just really
yeeted
big.
away. I'm so sorry for that.
Nah, it's okay. The chat is being really nice
Yeah, of
to each
course.
other.
As always.
Yeah, and RhoThanos just walking in circles. He doesn't know where to go anymore. And as well here, he just waits for the punch cancel. Should be enough. Yeah, that was enough.
Seriously, I'm jealous of Ginkgarbor.
Oh, why?
To pull off a speedrun and writing in the chat. It's really some multitasking potential, which I don't have.
Oh yeah.
And
Sure.
that was it, I guess.
Yeah.
That was the
Oh
game.
my god. Oh my god, will this even PB? He can maybe PB it, let's go. Haha, I'm so funny. No, I'm just kidding.
Haha, really funny.
I don't know why this joke is being made still. Like, this joke is still being made, and it's for some reason so funny to me. It's
Which
like a
joke do you
tradition
mean?
that you do. That if he, like the plot twist now.
Ah, yes. Now I see.
And yeah, after this run,
I have to close the window. It's getting cold. It's raining so beautifully. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, and this is the last section of the game. Not really interesting. The boss is really, yeah, yeah. The last phase of this boss is yes, but the music of this boss is hell yeah, dude.
True. Yeah.
Okay, GG's to RhoThanos. Still a strong run, not too far
Good
on
game.
his PB. And he literally lost 2 minutes in Multi-Monster's secret, which was really sad. But whatever. He can do the... He can PB the next one maybe. Or not, this depends, but he was really long on PB base, for sure. Yeah, GG's.
Great. Well done. Good game.
Yeah. Oh wait, RhoThanos needs the Discord link. What?
Yeah.
Do we have to do that, or...
We can just send him the Discord link, I guess. Where is he? Ah, here he is.
I will maybe stay for that if he's doing it right now.
Ah, look, the Luma's happy.
Lumasapi returned.
Luma going home.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm waiting for the cutscene to start before I'm switching the audio over to Ginkgo. Or to end, not to stop. Because I want to enjoy the music, apparently.
Yeah.
Ginkgo just slightly jumped over the side. Holy. That was the 4th try.
Side flips over side flips. Ginkgarbor moment. Yep. Suppose that's true.
Okay. Did you stop the stream?
Did you? No, I don't think so.
Ah, no. Just went to a black screen. Okay. RhoThanos will join when Ginkgo is finished. So I guess we can wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, I will just... I have to go to sleep now.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem. I'll carry this. Thank you very much for doing this with me, because I couldn't have done this if I were alone.
Yeah, I am pretty happy to do that at least once. I may do it a little bit more often if people just ask me. Because, yeah, I might be able to help, but yeah, for now I'm going, and thanks for the Yeah, just thanks that I could even be here, I guess. That's also something I have to mention, so see you guys.
Yeah.
And
Good night,
guys
sleep
and
tight.
everybody else. Thanks, bye.
Goodbye, see ya. Okay, now I'm alone. We can expect RhoThanos and Ginkgarbor to join for an interview after his run. It won't take that long though. I'm not sure if it was SMG2, but I think you could die on the credits screen. I did that once actually. It was pretty funny. But I think there is a possibility to die on the ending screen. Ginkgo, concentrate yourself on your run. That's the galaxy you have the most difficulties with. So yeah, I think we are 2 minutes behind or so, I don't know. So just take your time. But from what I can tell, Ginkgo is doing this with much more... how is it called? He did it well better than he used to do it. Yeah, he improved, that's true. I think RhoThanos is doing it. No, he didn't.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Okay, now I guess I can switch the audio back to Ginkgarbor. Okay, Umbre. Ah, 69, really pretty funny number. 69 stars. Nice. Okay. I just forgot how many stars you need to finish the guy. So I don't know how many he needs. Okay, now we can see Yoshi. Just swallowing the monsters. And he's done it. Oh no, not the Viagra mouse. So, for context, this is what they are talking about. So, Ginkgarbor is now at the last star. Unfortunately, he may not get his PB, but it's nonetheless a really good time.
Yes.
Bruh. Okay. Okay, he's going for the Ginkgarbor flutter. You have to take a look. You have to take a look at it to understand it. Funniest shit I've ever seen. Yeah, right. And off we go. And he did it just right. Okay, now he's opening the gates to hell, actually. And there we go. There he is. And he missed the cycle. That's a little bit sad. Okay, he's living on the edge right now. That's not so nice. I can really hear him shouting. I seriously can hear him shouting. And there we go, now he did it. Wow, I'm so hungry, to be honest. Can't wait to get something to eat, actually. Yeah, I guess Ginkgarbor can't control his nerves currently right now, but it's getting better. Yeah, now we come to the plot twist. Oh no, it's not over yet? What? And there we have it. Bowers is defeated. I got pinged. Where? Oh. And there we have it. Both players are finished. RhoThanos winning this race by almost 20 minutes. And it was nonetheless really fun to watch. And thanks to both to the speedrunners doing their thing. And I guess I can send Ginkgarbor the link. So okay, there we have Ginkgarbor. Hello, welcome, and congratulations.
Hello. Wait.
Why? Hello,
I hear
welcome,
myself
RhoThanos.
twice. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Now we have both of the players in the voice chat. Congratulations. Really, was really nice to watch. Oh, thank you very much. Thanks to Diamentos, by the way, as I told, because without him it would be much more difficult for me actually.
GG.
Okay.
Oh.
Ginkgo.
Yeah.
Okay,
Did you
so
did you go for the cloud clip in Galaxy
no, I
Generator?
didn't.
Oh no. I
Run.
was so hyped for that.
I was on gold pace on Galaxy Generator, so
okay.
I didn't go for it.
Did you get gold?
Yes.
Nice, GG.
Okay, so
Okay. How
I could do a quick recap of my run.
yeah.
Gold 1 was pretty decent. A huge mistake in Sky Station 1, but aside from that, everything went pretty well. Then did some minor mistakes in World 2, nothing serious. World 3 was pretty fine. And then downhill started.
Yeah, I saw you were on a PP pace for a really long time.
I was actually on 307 pace into World 4.
What? Wow, that's
but
good.
Did a lot of mistakes afterwards.
Hmm.
Like, okay, I didn't care for most of them until Multi-Monster 1, where I died at the very end and lost like 2 minutes because I didn't grab any checkpoints at all. And then lost like 4 minutes in Multi-Monster Hidden because I tried to do the ramp skips.
Oh yeah, I
But-
saw that.
But apart from that, everything went pretty fine.
Yeah, and you still finished with a decent time, very consistent, and yeah, congratulations for the win.
Congratulations to you.
Thanks.
It was a nice race.
Yeah, it was a nice race. So for me, a lot of things went wrong. Let me just get the my splits. So first of all, the elephant in the room is how's it called? Boom bunker, where I couldn't stand in it anymore. I had to pee. So that's where I lost almost 2 minutes because I had to go to the toilet, and that's what killed the run. That's what killed the PB, because I could have PB'd if I wouldn't have done that. But as I said, I couldn't do it anymore. Yeah, there were a few small mistakes. The biggest mistakes that I could not stand was Tall Trunk 1, the long jump. I failed that 8 times, and I didn't want to do the backup because I was so frustrated. I really wanted to do the long jump, so I lost over
you're
a minute
talking about
there.
the first planet.
Yeah, the first planet. The because I'm somewhat consistent with that, but I failed it. And yeah, the second thing was Bowser's lava lair, where I wanted to do the statue skip. I failed that once, and then I failed the backup 3 times or 2 times. I don't know. So yeah, it's. I mean, I I still saved a lot of time. I went from +4 minutes to +2 and 250. So I still saved time, and I got some nice gold. So I'm pretty content with this run.
Yeah, me too.
And
I got some nice golds too.
yeah, and something I'd like to mention is that our runs now are 11 and or this race we were 11 and a half minutes apart, and this is very close to our actual PBs. So we're I think we are like 21 minutes apart now or something. So
20.
yeah,
Less than
consistency on
20.
both sides.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
no,
kept our
over
PB's
20.
difference.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a nice race, and RhoThanos, I wish you the best of success for the rest of the tournament. I really think you can get
Thanks.
further. No pressure
Wish you
though,
the
no
best too.
pressure. Thanks. I'll
It's
have
fine. I have some very tough races coming up.
Yeah, wait. Who are you up against now?
The
Racing
winner.
Spladzy.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck with that. Still, I think you can do it. There is a chance that you.
I might have a chance
Yeah.
if I don't play like this.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
All right.
I guess we can call it then.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to everyone for watching,
Yeah.
and thanks to Trace and Diamantos for commentating our match,
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
You're
I'd like
welcome.
and all the organization, especially
Yeah.
Elias.
Yeah, of course. I'd like to thank Elias too, of course, Diamantos and Trace for commentating this. And I saw some people that were always in the chat that I knew from my channel, which being Kogi and and Fluff. Fluff was there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to thank those people as well.
Yeah, and thanks to SpeedGaming for having us here.
Yeah. All right, then.
All right.
I'm gonna leave chat. Thanks, Khan, once again.
Yeah.
I have
You're
to lay
welcome.
down now.
I can fully understand.
All right.
All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
Bye.
Okay, goodbye. In that sense, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to commentate a game. This was pretty random, I guess. But I think with these words, I can end the stream now. So thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.